The entertainment world is in complete shock. Yandy Smith, the beloved reality TV star, is fighting for her life in the ICU, and doctors are absolutely baffled. Mendeecees Harris has been by her side, devastated, as medical experts scramble to understand what's really happening. Fans are heartbroken, social media is in chaos, and the tension inside the hospital is reaching a breaking point. What went wrong? Was this just a sudden health scare, or is there something much darker behind Yandy's condition? Sources close to the family reveal terrifying details, secrets the public was never supposed to know. And in the middle of it all, Mendeecees is broken and helpless, demanding answers as doctors struggle to stabilize Yandy's condition. Whispers of a shocking revelation inside the hospital hallways could change everything. Stay with us as we break down this unbelievable and gut-wrenching turn of events. Is Yandy going to make it, or is this the moment that changes everything forever? Keep watching, because what we've uncovered will leave you speechless. The steady beeping of the heart monitor filled the cold, sterile air of the intensive care unit. Machines hummed, for drips clicked, and a low murmur of nurses and doctors surrounded the hospital bed where Yandy Smith lay motionless. Her skin was pale, her lips dry, her body unnaturally still. Mendeecees Harris stood frozen at the doorway, his breath shallow, his hands trembling at his sides. This wasn't real. It couldn't be real. Yandy, the strong, unstoppable force that held their family together, was now fighting for her life. His heartbeat thundered in his ears as he took a hesitant step forward. Yandy was covered in wires, an oxygen mask strapped to her face, her chest barely rising and falling beneath the crisp white hospital sheets. She looked nothing like the woman he had kissed goodbye just hours ago. "Doctor, tell me what's wrong with her." His voice came out coarse, barely recognizable. The lead physician, a man in his late 50s with tired eyes and a tight expression, exhaled sharply. "Mr. Harris, we're still running tests. Right now, her vitals are unstable, and we don't know what's causing it." Mendeecees' stomach dropped. "You don't know?" His voice cracked. His fists clenched. "You're a doctor. You're supposed to know. My wife is in there dying, and you're telling me you don't have an answer?" The doctor kept his voice calm. "We've ruled out a heart attack and a stroke, but something is attacking her body. We're waiting on the lab results." Mendeecees had spun. How could this happen? Just this morning, Yandy was fine. She was laughing, talking about the kids, juggling business calls like she always did. How did things go so wrong so fast? He turned back to her, his Yandy, the love of his life, the mother of his children, the woman who had been his rock through everything. And now, she was barely holding on. "Baby, wake up. Please," he whispered, reaching for her hand and squeezing it gently. It felt cold, too cold. The lump in his throat grew bigger. His wife wasn't waking up. The door burst open behind him, and in rushed Judy Harris, his mother. The second she saw Yandy in that hospital bed, a gasp left her lips. Her hands flew to her mouth. "Oh, Jesus. No. No, no, no." Mendeecees turned to her, his face contorted with pain. "Ma." She just collapsed out of nowhere. "The doctors don't know what's wrong." Judy grabbed his hands, her eyes wide with fear. "What do you mean they don't know?" Her voice rose, trembling. "She was fine this morning, Mendeecees. How does someone just collapse and end up in the ICU?" He shook his head, his jaw clenched so tightly it hurt. "I don't know, Ma. But I swear if something happens to her," his voice broke. The doctor cleared his throat. "We're doing everything we can, but right now we need to keep her stable. She's unresponsive, and her oxygen levels are low." Judy shook her head, her face twisted with panic. "No. No. This isn't happening. This isn't happening." Mendeecees wasn't listening anymore. His attention was glued to Yandy. And then, a loud alarm shrieked from one of the machines. His body snapped to attention. What was that? The doctor's face turned grim. Her oxygen levels just dropped. The room exploded into chaos. Nurses rushed to the bed, checking IVs, adjusting tubes, barking orders. One nurse turned to the doctor. "Her breathing is unstable. She's crashing." Mendeecees' blood turned to ice. "No. No, no. Fix it. Do something," he shouted, lunging forward. A nurse blocked him. "Sir, you need to step out. I'm not leaving her," his roar echoed through the room. Another alarm blared. The doctor's voice tightened. "She's going into respiratory distress. We need to intubate now." Mendeecees lost it. "No." "What does that mean? What does that mean?" Judy was sobbing now. Oh my God. Oh my God. This can't be happening. We need to get her on a ventilator, the doctor snapped. Nurses scrambled. And before Mendeecees could react, a nurse grabbed his shoulders and shoved him out of the room. The door slammed shut. And then, silence. Mendeecees stood frozen, his breath ragged, his heart hammering. Judy clutched his arm. Oh God, what if she doesn't make it? He couldn't answer, because for the first time in his life, he was truly, completely helpless. The cold fluorescent hospital lights buzzed above Mendeecees as he paced outside the ICU, hands clasped together like a desperate man praying for a miracle. He wasn't just praying, he was pleading. God, please don't take her from me, he whispered. Behind those sterile white doors, Yandy lay motionless, her body hooked up to more machines than he could count. He could hear the faint beeping of monitors through the glass, a painful reminder she was still alive, but barely. Doctors rushed in and out, their faces masked with urgency. Their hushed conversations sent chills down his spine. Every second felt like an eternity. Judy sat nearby, hands clasped, lips moving in silent prayer. Even she, the strong, unshakable matriarch of the family, looked broken. Baby, you need to sit down, she said gently, reaching for his arm. But Mendeecees shook his head, his jaw tight. I can't. I won't. I need answers. His mind was racing. Just a few hours ago, Yandy was fine. She was laughing, making plans, talking about their future. Now, she was fighting for her life, and no one had any damn answers. Just then, the ICU doors burst open. Dr. Whitaker, the lead physician, stepped out, his face grim. Mendeecees' heart nearly stopped. He rushed forward, grabbing the doctor's arm. Tell me something. Anything. Is she going to be okay? The doctor sighed. She's stable, but critical. What does that even mean? Mendeecees asked, his voice cracking with frustration. Dr. Whitaker rubbed the back of his neck, his exhaustion visible. It means she's alive, but she's not breathing on her own. The ventilator is keeping her stable, but we still don't know what caused this. Mendeecees stumbled back, feeling like the floor had been ripped out from under him. Judy let out a choked sob. Lord have mercy, his chest heaved, anger bubbling beneath the grief. You're telling me she just collapsed out of nowhere and y'all don't know why? The doctor hesitated. We're running tests. We suspect it could be toxic exposure. Mendeecees froze. His mind snapped to attention. Toxic exposure? You mean like poison? Dr. Whitaker nodded gravely. We can't confirm yet, but her symptoms are concerning. Sudden respiratory failure. A drastic drop in oxygen levels. It doesn't add up. If someone gave her something, we need to find out what. Mendeecees' blood turned ice cold. Judy covered her mouth, her body shaking. Who would do such a thing, she whispered. Mendeecees' jaw clenched. He had some ideas. There were plenty of people who didn't like Yandy. Plenty who wanted to see her gone. Was this just a freak medical crisis? Or had someone set her up? His hands balled into fists. Run those damn tests. I need to know who did this, he growled. Dr. Whitaker nodded. But before he could say anything else, a loud alarm blared from the ICU. She's crashing, a nurse shouted. Mess felt like his soul was being ripped from his body. No, he screamed, shoving past the doctor. But before he could get inside, 2 security guards grabbed him, holding him back. Sir, you can't be in there. Let me go. That's my wife. But it was too late. The doors slammed shut in his face. Through the glass window, he saw pure chaos. Nurses rushed around Yandy's bed, doctors shouting instructions, machines beeping wildly. One of the monitors flashed. Flatline. Mess felt his knees give out. No. 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 Yandy, fight. Judy fell to her knees beside him, sobbing. Not my baby. Lord, please. The doctor grabbed the paddles. Clear. Yandy's body jerked violently. Nothing. Mess felt like his heart had stopped. Clear. Another jolt. Still nothing. Tears streamed down his face as he gripped the window. Baby, don't do this. Don't leave me. Another shock. Then a single beep. Another. Then another. Her heart was beating again. Mess collapsed into a chair, his entire body shaking. Judy sobbed into her hands. Dr. Whitaker rushed out, sweat dripping from his forehead. She's back, he said, his voice hoarse. But she's not out of the woods. Mess' face went white. His breathing was ragged. I need to see her. The doctor hesitated, then nodded. Just for a moment. Mess didn't waste a second. He stepped inside, the sound of the ventilator filling the silent room. Yandy looked so small, so fragile. He took her hand, squeezing it gently. "Baby, I'm right here," his voice broke. "You scared me to death. But I know you. You're a fighter. You don't back down from anything." He leaned close, whispering, "Who did this to you? Tell me. Give me a sign." No movement. No response. Just the steady beep of the heart monitor. He swallowed hard. "I swear to you, Yandy, when I find out who did this, they're going to regret the day they were born." Then her finger twitched. Mess froze. "Yandy." Her eyes fluttered open barely. But she wasn't looking at him. She was looking past him. At someone standing in the doorway. Mess turned, and his blood ran cold. His entire world crumbled the moment he saw Samantha Wallace standing there. His breath caught in his throat. His fists clenched so tightly, his knuckles turned white. For a brief moment, he thought he was imagining things. Maybe exhaustion was messing with his head. But no, she was really there, with that smug look on her face, like she'd been waiting for this exact moment. "What the hell are you doing here?" His voice was raw, filled with rage and disbelief. Samantha stepped forward, her heels clicking against the tile floor. She glanced at Yandy's unconscious body before locking eyes with Mess and smirking. "I heard about what happened," she said casually, tilting her head. "Came to see if she made it." Mess felt something inside him snap. That tone, that attitude, that complete lack of concern. It was like she knew something. If she made it? His voice was dangerously low. "What the hell is that supposed to mean?" Samantha let out a dry chuckle. "Relax, Mess. I didn't do anything. But I did warn her." His hands balled into fists. "Warn her about what?" She took another step closer, eyes locked on Yandy's fragile body. "Warned her that being with you would eventually destroy her." Mess' body went rigid. Samantha wasn't just talking, she was hinting. He could feel it. "You think this is funny?" His voice shook. "You think this is some kind of game? Yandy is fighting for her life, and you're standing here acting like you knew this would happen." Samantha smirked. "That's the thing, Mess. I didn't just know. I made sure." Silence. Cold, suffocating silence. Then Mess lunged. If it wasn't for the nurse walking in at that exact moment, he would have lost it. His body trembled with fury, but he forced himself to stop. This wasn't the time. Not yet. "You did this." His voice was ice. Samantha didn't flinch. She didn't even try to deny it. "I didn't touch her," she said smoothly. "But I told you were playing with fire." Mess' jaw tightened so hard it hurt. "Get the hell out." Samantha just smiled and walked out like she hadn't just dropped a nuclear bomb in the middle of his world. He turned to the doctor, his entire body tense. "Run those tests. Now. I need to know what's in her system." The doctor nodded and rushed out. Judy, Mess' mother, grabbed his arm, her grip shaking. "Son, what did she mean? Who would do this?" Mess didn't have an answer, but he was about to find one. The toxicology report confirmed his worst nightmare. Yandy had been poisoned. A rare, slow-acting toxin had been found in her bloodstream, something designed to weaken her over time. It wouldn't kill immediately, but if left untreated, it would shut down her organs, piece by piece. And the most chilling part? The poison was found in her food, a meal she had eaten just the night before she collapsed. Mess' heart pounded. They had ordered food from a place they trusted. But there was only one person who had direct access to that meal before it got to Yandy. His blood ran cold. A name surfaced. Kimbella, Yandy's so-called best friend. Mess didn't waste a second. He called her. "Kimbella," he said, his voice sharp as a blade. "We need to talk. Now." She hesitated. "Mess, what's wrong? You sound—" "I know, Kimbella." His voice was devoid of emotion. "I know everything." Silence. Then, "Where are you?" 30 minutes later, they stood face to face. Mess slammed the toxicology report on the table, watching her reaction like a hawk. "Poison. In her food." Kimbella's face went pale. "Mess, don't lie to me." She took a step back, her voice shaky. "I swear I had nothing to do with that." Mess' eyes darkened. "Then why was your name on the food delivery order?" Kimbella's breath hitched. She looked away. I was just helping. Yandy was busy, and I thought, don't play with me." Tears welled in her eyes. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I just wanted her to pay." Meth's stomach dropped. She really did it.
But why?
He whispered. Jealousy? Revenge? You were supposed to be her best friend. I was, she cried. But she betrayed me first. Meth shook his head, his chest heaving. You don't get to decide who lives and who dies. I just wanted her to suffer. I didn't think it would get this bad. Meth exhaled sharply.
It's too late for that now.
She tried to